Hey there everybody, Matt here for Matt's Trains and Tractors. Right before we jump into the review of the new 2022 Volume 1 catalog from Lionel, I just would like to say thank you to everyone who has recently subscribed to the channel. I always knew the Vision Line 21010-2 video would be a hit, but I did not expect it to be that much of a hit in such a short amount of time. I mean, 1,400 views in 6 days is really awesome, so thank you guys so much for that, and plus you guys really hit the like button on that video too, so thank you for that. Just want to be appreciative of all the support I'm getting. So today we have Lionel's new 2022 Volume 1 catalog. Now, anytime there's a new catalog, everyone, including the people who aren't even fans of Lionel, technically, everyone gets excited when it's catalog day. I think we can all agree about that. And Lionel definitely made sure that their fans and consumers were excited about this catalog. Lots of special features in here. Put that in quotations because if you know about these new Vision Line Class A's, that special feature is just for digit addressing. Sorry to spoil it for anyone who didn't know, but that's just how it is. So there's a lot of high prices in here as well as cool items. We're going to dive into that right now. Don't want to waste any more time. Let's get into it. First up, we have the Vision Line Norfolk and Western Class A's. Now, this is a cool locomotive. I have a Y6B in my collection. So, these Class A's are cool. This Excursion version at the bottom left that you see right now is probably going to be the most popular one if I had to expect. I think those white walls or not, they don't really look white. They kind of look a little bluish, so I'm not sure what Lionel was thinking there, but those shiny spokes and rods on the drivers look pretty sweet. So that's probably going to be a popular one. Moving on, we have some more Vision Line Class A's in different paint schemes. That Pilot N&W one with the shiny blue and gold, it looks like, that's pretty cool. I don't really know how many people are necessarily going to get that. But if I were to get one of these, I would probably go with the one at the bottom of the screen right now, 1211. I love the all-black boiler with the white rims, as well as the red windows that contrast really nicely, just straight up red and black. Red, black, yellow. That's what you see on that whole locomotive, as well as the white too. So I think that looks super sharp. That's a good looking model. This is something that I will probably be pre-ordering. This is a very cool item nonetheless. So if I were to get one, I'd probably get the Railway Express or Santa Fe, and I am going to be getting one of these. Okay, so next up we have Legacy Steam. To kick it off, we have the new Lionel Legacy 210-4s. So these are actually in MTH's tooling, I believe, from almost a decade ago. It looks like, and that's what I've been hearing. So this is cool. I mean, $1,750, that's a bit steep. That we're talking Vision Line steam locomotive pricing right there. I mean, well over the minimum Vision Line steam pricing. So, like I said, the prices are steep, but this is a cool locomotive. I mean, it's a beast. This thing is 30.5 inches long. It's almost as long as the 210-10-2. It's actually a half inch shorter than the 210-10-2, which is pretty absurd. Something that's pretty cool about this is that if you look at the top left, the smokestacks, you have interchangeable smokestacks, interchangeable smokestacks, which is cool. You do have your whistle steam, which is nice, fan-driven smoke, new tooling, legacy rail sounds. I kind of wish we had more features with this price. I have known the inventory of this catalog for a few days now, and I've always been debating, well, should I get the 210-4 or should I get the Berkshire? Now that I've seen the photos, I still cannot make up my mind. These are really cool. Steep prices, but definitely a nice item. Now looking at this, I think this is probably the locomotive I'm going to have to go with. It turns 054. That's very easy and manageable for the inner loop. Plus, it's a beautiful locomotive nonetheless. And Boston and Albany, that's cool. That's close by. I'm in New Jersey, so just a few hours away. I mean, it's relatively local, and I don't really mind road names so much, and black on black does it for me. So I think it's actually going to be the Berkshire. So I will let you guys know. I'll give you I'll probably make a community post about everything I end up pre-ordering within the next few days. However, right now, as of now, it's going to be the Boston and Albany Berkshire, which is a really cool looking locomotive. So definitely going to probably be getting that. Plus, it doesn't have that ugly thing on the front of the boiler. Ugh. We don't like that, or at least I don't. Maybe you guys do. Let me know what you think about this catalog in the comments. I'm interested to hear your guys' opinions. So, we're talking Atlantics here. I'm not getting one of these, and I don't have a problem with it. If I say I'm not getting it and it sounds like I'm being mean, or I have a problem with the locomotive. I don't have a problem with it at all. I think it's a beautiful locomotive. I really like the way that tender looks. If you guys know me, I like tenders more than I do the actual locomotive sometimes. The New Haven one is really cool. I know someone who will be getting that one, which will actually look great on his layout. So I'll be sure to plug that when he gets that locomotive. That'll be a really cool thing. The New York Central one looks sharp. I love the way that looks on the tender. And if I were to get one, I'd either go New York Central or the Wabash. I think the Wabash looks great with that added pinstriping on the side of the steps. Looks really sharp. Okay, moving on to the ES44ACs. So these have the same exact tooling, I believe, from my ES44 that I received. From my ES44 that I got, I believe, 2 years ago now. That locomotive is fine. That was before Lionel offered 5 different bells and whistles. Bells and horns, because we're talking diesel here. Bells and horns for the locomotive. Now, it does have the same tooling, and it does have kinematic pilots. And if you guys know me, I hate kinematic pilots. I only have 1 or 2 cars that can actually go behind that ES44 just because of the way the coupler swings independently. And then you have this pilot that doesn't want to... It moves independently, but the coupler doesn't want to move, and it just derails most of the stuff you put behind. So that's kind of disappointing, but, you know, they do look sharp. If I were to get one, I would go what's at the top left, the Bnsf Heritage 6075. I've always wanted a Bnsf diesel, and, you know, Heritage is cool. So, like I said, interesting stuff, but probably not going to be getting one of these. Lionel had the ability to get some interest drawn to these SD45s, and that doesn't just go for the SD45s. That kind of goes for all their for all of their diesels that are offered in this catalog. Now, the the -2, excuse me, I think I said SD45. I meant to say SD40-2s. These -2s, they're cool, but what is going on with the paint? Now, you guys know me, I like fantasy. Most of these are not fantasy, I believe, but what is going on? Like, I don't know how many people are going to put that Union Pacific one on their layout. Now, like I said, I don't have a problem with it. It's just not something I'd get. I wish there was a Norfolk Southern one here. If there were a Norfolk Southern one, I definitely would be ordering that. But this is not doing it for me. So, next page. Plus, it's expensive. I mean, how much do they want? $650 for a thing? Yeah, $650. So if you guys don't know me, I'm a New Jersey native, New Jersey strong, and I drive by the Black River and Western Railroad probably a few times every month. If that's just on my way to some event or whatever, I'm probably going across its crossings. And it, you know, it goes from Flemington to Ringo's, plus they do some freight operations, especially with their diesels. And here you have a SW1. Like I said, I'll be talking about the SW1 later on in the catalog. Well, now we're here, and we have 3 excursion coaches, which don't even look, I don't even think they're modeled after the real coaches. And plus you have one little switcher. It's $100 more than the New Hope and Ivyland excursion set that was offered by Lionel a year ago. And you're getting one fewer car and an engine that's almost half the size of a GP30. This is kind of disappointing. It's too bad Lionel couldn't even throw on a caboose. I believe Black River and Western does have a caboose. Or they couldn't even make 60. I mean, come on, Lionel, make 40, please, from New Hope, and make 60, please. That would be very nice. So this is disappointing. If Lionel put a caboose on this, I would reconsider, because then I'd actually say, okay, maybe $1,100 is reasonable. It's not ideal. Even if it came with like 2 passenger cars and 60 was on this, you know, the steam locomotive, that would be an immediate cop for me. I mean, I'd love to grab this maybe, but it's not worth it. All right, let's talk about the Husky Intermodal stat cars. Now, when I first saw this in the inventory before the catalog dropped, I was really excited about these. You know, these are cars that I have always wanted to get more of. I have a set that's in that covered bridge back there, but this is a type of modern freight car that I really have always wanted to acquire, and, you know, model after a real-life train, because you see these on the rails a lot today. So $170 for one car. You know, it's a good-sized car, lots of detail. You get 2 independent containers that I believe can be disassembled, and I actually do have an intermodal unloader and loader, So, like I said before, track plans and renovations coming soon, and I plan to make a more freight-friendly yard back here. So these cars are cool. What I will be ordering from here is the top right one, the TTX, and the right middle one, TTX, and possibly the Pacer one at the bottom. But I am probably gonna just stick with those two TTX at the top right, and the right middle. So those are really cool. And then I also will be ordering the graffiti ones that are on the top right and middle right again. So 4 TTX, 2 of them are regular, and the other 2 have the graffiti edition, which is a nice touch. Now, like I said, my pre-orders that I'm telling you guys right now are not for sure. I have not gone to my store and told the guy what to make orders for. So this could change, and it probably will. Like I said, I'm feeling more Berkshire right now, but I could defer back to the 210-4. So it's all a matter of time, but I will be making a community post within the next few days regarding what I plan on purchasing. Now, moving on, we have some illuminated flag boxcars, end door boxcars, bobber cabooses, bay window cabooses, and rotary gondolas. Now, this is the last item that I am pre-ordering from this catalog. We're most likely going to be pre-ordering. So these rotary gondolas, let's talk about them for a second. So they come in a 4-pack, and they come priced at $309. So $309.99. That is in that's for all of them except for the 2 packs, which are at the top. Now I will be ordering the Norfolk Southern 4-pack, and if I didn't already mention this, I plan on also pre-ordering a Norfolk Southern 4-pack of rotary gondolas from the prior catalog, the 2021 Volume 2 catalog. So I want to expand my coal car fleet here and my rotary gondola fleet as well. So this is something that I definitely am looking forward to. And what's interesting here, so I'm not going to complain or rant about pricing here. So these cars go for $309.99, and I believe that's $50 less than what they wanted in the 2021 Volume 1 catalog. They wanted $359.99 for a 4-pack of rotary gondolas in the 2021 Volume 2 catalog, and now 6 months later with the 2022 Volume 1 catalog, they want $50 less now. Lionel, thank you. I don't know if that means a cheaper tooling. I don't think they would do that, but that's pretty cool. This catalog definitely was an interesting one. To sum things up, you know, we have high prices here. We definitely have some steep price points. These prices were a little steep. Definitely more outrageous than we've seen before. Now, outrageous maybe is a little bit of an exaggeration. I really appreciate Lionel taking down the price of those 4 rotary gondolas, the 4-pack of rotary gondolas, by $50 compared to what was offered in their 2021 Volume 2 catalog. Excuse me. So Lionel is definitely making improvements. I think they're trying to definitely bring in some, and collaborate with tooling, incorporate some foreign tooling, I guess we could say, from MTH and those 210-4s. But yeah, that's just about it for you guys. Let me know what you thought about this catalog in the comments below. I'm sorry if this video was longer than normal, but this is a video that will let you guys know what is coming soon and what will be in future videos. So, as I always say, stay safe, stay tuned, and don't spend too much money on this catalog. It is very tempting. But have a good one, guys. Be safe, and stay tuned for lots of great content coming soon.